Mariah Carey has 19 songs that have reached #1, the most of any solo artist. And she sold more records than God, who's big pretty much everywhere. Yet the Recording Academy's appreciation has been rather elusive for the Chanteuse. On the latest episode of Las Culturistas, Carey sits down with host Bowen Yang and certified lamb Matt Rogers, and Mimi spills the tea on the Grammy shade over the years. You don't have enough of those. By the way, Rogers says at the outset of the Grammy breakdown. They scam me, Carey drawls. They toy with me. As usual, Mariah Carey's not wrong. When she came on the scene in 1990, Carey was given the keys to the castle, nominated for 5 Grammys, including her first of 3 Album of the Year nominations. And she won 2, Best Pop Vocal Performance, Female for her debut single, Vision of Love, and the all-important Best New Artist. Then the rest of the 90s, despite 11 consecutive #1s, blockbuster sales, and indelible classics, Carey remained trophyless. In 1996, she was nominated for 6 awards for the Fantasy album and lost every single one. How Lambs and Lamb Adjacents did Always Be My Baby or Fantasy not snatch gold that night. An Album of the Year eluded her once again. Young and Rogers, mostly Rogers, then steer the conversation to Mariah's grand opus, 1997's Butterfly, which she agrees is probably my best album, before adding, it has 0 accolades. Indeed, it does. Butterfly was nominated for 3 Grammys, Best Female R&B Vocal Performance and Best R&B Song for All-Time Banger Honey, and Best Female Pop Vocal Performance for the title track. That's it. Not an Album of the Year, not a Best R&B Album, nothing for My All, The Roof, Breakdown. Where was the justice? Then came 2006 and the emancipation of Mimi. One would think the Recording Academy would emancipate some trophies for the comeback to end all comebacks, and they seemed poised to, with Mariah snagging 8 nominations. She won 3 that night, but lost the big prizes. Record of the Year for We Belong Together to Green Day's Boulevard of Broken Dreams, and Album of the Year to Checks Notes. U2? They had an album out that year? Since then, the Grammys have all but forgotten Mariah Carey exists, with her last nomination in 2009 for Best Gospel Performance. We do love Church Mariah, but Young and Rogers also astutely bring up that Carey didn't even get a spoken word nomination for her excellent audiobook to her excellent memoir, The Meaning of Mariah. Meanwhile, Jimmy Carter has 3 spoken word Grammys. In what world does Jimmy Carter, a great man, questionable singer, never wrote a hit, have half as many Grammys as Mariah Carey? In the words of Bowen Yang, stop playing in this woman's face.